Let's go!
We live, baby. Yeah.
That's the most excited I've seen you all day today.
Chris is popping off.
I know.
Well, tired there.
I'm ready to go.
Off.
Oh, ready to go, huh?
Yeah.
Because you only got 2 beers last night?
I got 2 beers. No, I got 4 beers because I got 2 beers to start with you. Then I got 2 later on. And then it was $80 Uber Lyft night, which was, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then it was...
There's a reason I haven't gotten over
and it was like $40. And then the drink somehow ended up being like $40.
Oh.
Dude was very keen to Venmo me instead of get down with me half.
Listen, I've been a little bit more money conscious just because of, the money that we put into the cryptocurrency stuff and moving. So I was kind of thinking about like last week, and then last night I was just like, oh, it's not gonna be so bad. We'll just go to Joe's on weed. You get a couple beers. It'll be cool.
Yep.
Lauren's the most hangry I've ever seen her in my entire life. So I got to get her a pretzel and some quesadilla.
Make yourself a dang quesadilla, Napoleon.
So we got her a quesadilla, and so that's like $40 off the pop. Then my coat check. I thought they said coat check was free. That's $15.
They never said it was free.
Okay, thanks, Pat.
That's like you couldn't remember what day Morgan Evans was supposed to be there. Okay?
So
You backed me up on that date, all right? You weren't even there.
So $15 there, and then the first round.
Yep.
So I'm $70 in, 20 minutes into this stupid concert.
Yes.
Bought a sweet hoodie too.
Yeah. Well, I'm listen.
Real
that was
money.
well
It's
spent.
been real money conscious night there.
Yeah.
Give Peter a few Coors Lights and that money consciousness
just
goes around the
forget about
window.
it, yeah.
Plus, we've been working all week. It's been like a real long week of work. It's nice to relax with the boys for a day.
Oh yes.
Have a
Yeah.
nice night.
Hey, that's.
I
what
mean,
I'm
I've
saying.
gotten to see you all week.
Nice.
I mean, unfortunately, it feels like I've seen Pat all week too, even though I haven't. Joe, it's always nice to see you. It's a refreshing
If
moment.
you'd like to, Chris, we can zoom.
I'm a
We can do
nice
this.
brother.
You brought the party to last at the end when it was Randall King was done. You brought it up, Pat, Joe. You brought
That
that
was-
energy level
that was
right
fun.
back up. Oh, it was a blast.
Yeah.
So I've been drinking since Thursday, and my liver is hurting.
Well, you know how to help that.
Yeah.
More drinking.
Hell yeah.
Hair of the dog, baby.
Well, that's what I'm
Just
saying.
Keep on drinking that medicine.
I woke up, so I thought I had a pretty foolproof hangover cure, and I did the liquid IV when I got to Lauren's. 2 ibuprofen.
Yep.
Still wasn't feeling great this morning.
No.
No, and I'm thinking it's because I did not eat before I started drinking yesterday.
Yes. That's a
big
game.
That's with the
no-no.
quesadilla.
I've always,
like-
always had a nice solid base when I go out drinking. And when I don't, that's when I get lit.
Yes. Oh, it's not good. Me and Chris have been, we've had that issue. We had that issue with the meat diet only.
Mm-hmm.
January, it was like, when we went to the Bulls game to, recap.
Oh, last Saturday. Jesus.
Joe, we got to have this beer. If we find it tonight, that's what I should have gotten for us tonight.
Oh,
Goose Island has this new IPA. It is phenomenal. It doesn't have the back end of an IPA.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like Delirium, but like less harsh.
Okay.
and not as much alcohol content.
Speaking of harsh, this is pretty harsh.
Two.
Is that a reflection of yourself?
Yeah.
2.
No, the 116.
I had 2 of those by the halftime at the Bulls game. I was completely like
The bear
all
hug.
good.
Peter was
The tropical bear hug.
Dude. It is phenomenal.
Or the neon bear hug. One of the two. Peter had one
Oh,
of these
okay.
two.
Interesting. I had not heard or seen it.
Yeah, I think it's almost like the Goose Island, the Wrigley, the 3 or.
Oh, the
The 1060 wet.
1060 wit, that was phenomenal, but that would get you. That was a hangover waiting to happen too.
Ooh, wow. This
Yeah.
is really high up there in the.
I also was insanely hungover for the Super Bowl last week. Just absolutely miserable the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You still were a trooper and made some bunch of food, Peter.
Yes, it was a good. So I mean,
That was delicious. Oh, yeah. The Super Bowl.
it was a good
Super
time.
Bowl.
That's the biggest cheat day of the year for
It's
me.
Joe's Super Bowl for a different reason. It's time to eat.
Dude, Joe, there were times when I was looking. I know we do this every year, and it's the same thing every year. But when I look at it's 9:00 and the game's like maybe 4 or 5 minutes away from being over.
Joe's going up. for
Joe's
that
got a whole new
seventh
plate,
game. Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
just like, where?
I can't walk past that goddamn table without grabbing something. It all looks so good. The burgers were delicious.
Oh.
The potato skins were phenomenal.
So good.
Um,
Pretzel nuggets
there
were
was
amazing.
the pretzel nuggets, the pizza pizza. What were they called?
Pizza bites.
Pizza bites. Oh my god, everything was so delicious and just the perfect level of fluffy.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good.
And too much food. Too much.
Oh.
I couldn't even eat dessert because I was so full. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to put this brownie in.
Yeah.
You know what's nice, though? And I didn't, at first I was like, who's the cheap ass who brings candy in a bag? Yeah. Then I started having it. I'm like, this guy's a freaking genius.
Yeah.
There was Hamilton for the record. Though.
Yes, we know who it was.
Yeah.
But it was genius. They were great. It was
just
so
like
good.
a nice thing to munch on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I'm a kid again. I feel like it was a movie theater.
Yep, exactly.
Recapping the Super Bowl, I thought the first quarter was great. Second and third, way too conservative, garbage. And then, of course, the fourth quarter, how it ended, it was nice.
It was just wild.
I wish the Cincinnati Bengals would have tied it at least and would have got me that over. But
got that over.
yeah. I didn't care who won. I just wanted the over.
You know who owes us a shot? Joe C. owes us a shot. So does Sexy Pepsi, but of course, Pepsi, how do you feel about that?
And doesn't
Terrific.
Joe owe, or Pat owes one?
Pat
owes
Lynch
a shot.
owes a shot still.
Is it 1 or 2 shots?
Those are like 2 shots.
I guess it's 2.
All right, so we can do this. So we have the swear jar. You can hand it out of here.
Yeah.
Or you can take one. Well, do we want to give the option, or would you just say taking it from the shot jar? Because
I was going to bring my bottle of Malort that I've never opened and have Joe take a shot of that. But
okay.
And I'm not have it tonight. Well, it's
we
up to you
don't.
guys. You want to do it tonight, or you want to? Pat's going to get another break. This is like his 4th week. This comes back from like the over under on the Cincinnati Chiefs game.
That's wild. What do you guys think?
We do have some not so good stuff in here.
Also working tomorrow.
All right, we'll wait. It's gonna be my birthday weekend next week. Oh, we're definitely doing. You guys are doing shots on shots.
That was gonna be. I don't know if we'll make it to work Sunday.
No, there's no way. I'll have the discussion and be like, hey, this is not happening. I already have plans with Franklin to go late night.
That'll be fun.
All right, so let's recap. We got a bunch of rando beers on the table. Trying to help Pat. We got to be getting close to clean out your fridge.
It's pretty. It's getting there.
Okay, so it's time to restock. We got to get Joe's German beers out of the way at some point too.
Yeah, those aren't in the fridge even.
There's a lot in the.
I like those beers warm though. I'm not a fan.
The drawers are mostly Katrina's stuff.
Or like in the door?
Yeah, it's Katrina's.
Oh,
stuff
okay, cool. Thank God, because that was a lot, and that was stuff I did not look like I would.
It's Katrina's whatever.
Cool.
Weird, interesting.
How are we looking on Bud Light seltzers?
Oh man, we're pretty low.
Okay. I will be stocking the. I love the lemonades. The lemonades were.
I did grab that one for you. I was like, I know Peter will enjoy this.
Have you tried the new hard soda?
I have not. I've been thinking
It's
about
the loudest flavors or whatever.
But it's got
all this. There you go.
The sugar contents on that stuff is out of this world. You think about a hangover with like just beer and the sugar content.
How much sugar's in that one?
Not that much, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. No, yeah, well, less than a gram of sugar. Okay. So that's nice. But I think those sodas, like if they're actually like Coca-Cola, forget about it. It's gonna be. I used to love the Daddy's hard root beer, or was it not your dad's?
Not your dad, yeah, not your dad's.
And those are so good, but you're like they're sticky. Like by then your hands are sticky
because of all the sugar and
the hangover is
syrup
insane.
And whatnot. Yeah.
You know what beer used to get me like, and I didn't really realize this, but you'd get hungover and then your stomach would hurt, and that was Blue Moon.
The oranges, that's why.
Yep.
The
So you'd be
oranges.
Yeah, I was never. I'm not really a big fan. I'll have it if people, but it's not one I'm going out.
That was like one of the first. I feel like one of the first craft. Like I don't even know if you consider it craft beer, but it was a craft beer that we kind of got into.
Bars considered a craft beer because I
popular.
had a 20-minute argument with a bartender how it's made in Colorado and it's not a craft beer.
Yeah. Well, no, that's domestic versus they used to call domestics and then
imports.
Yeah. And no, yeah, that's
like, what are we, Smokey the Bandit here? across the Mississippi, it's imported.
What a hill to die on.
Yes, that's
Pat's arguing about it. Like, I gotta make my point.
We were really,
it is not.
We were really broken. We were broken, and that $3 difference. Made
Yeah,
a lot of difference.
when you're 23, that's a hill you die on.
I guess so.
Yeah.
that was. I mean, we never looked at if we had the type of money we had now when we were 23, we would have been at all the best bars. When we were 23, 24. It was.
You're looking for the diviest, stingiest bars that offer $2 pitchers.
And to hope they had a dance floor.
Yeah.
We went to one bar once because they had $3 pitchers. We were the lady told us, you guys are the only ones under 50 that we've had in the last like 7 months.
Yeah. You're the first people we've carded in this month. And it's like, oh,
And do you think that we left? Hell no.
We finished the picture and then we left.
Because everybody was staring at us like they wanted some.
Yeah.
And me and Chris were not ready for that.
Yeah.
Oh, because we were that.
In
And
the
so,
Wolves Den, baby.
so you know how Jameson Rogers was like kind of young. It was like a more maybe a hip crowd. Last night was.
He was about as fat as Pat Lynch over here. He was thick. He was a thick old boy.
Oh yeah, Pat. You and him could go like that's your doppelganger.
Who?
Jameson Rogers.
Jameson Rogers. He's thick like Pat Lynch over
He's
here.
got like a,
He's got them softball thighs like
Yeah.
Who
Pat.
is this?
It's I'm sorry.
country
so
singer
Thursday
that was
night-
there on Thursday. So we
we
saw
went to
Joe's.
Joe's.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So we went to Joe's on Thursday,
Thursday.
and it was Jameson Rogers,
Uh-huh.
and the dude was.
Is that his real name? That seems like a fake name.
Good question. That's a great question. I didn't know Snoop Dogg's real name wasn't Snoop Dogg.
It's
Hey,
Snoop
love it.
Lion.
Yeah, I love his name. It's like the most like generic. Like it's such a kind of like a preppy name. Like you wouldn't believe that Snoop Dogg was like that. I think isn't Eminem's like Marshall?
He's Calvin Brodus Jr.'s.
Yes.
Calvin, nice.
Eminem is Marshall Mathers.
Yes. So we went to that, and that was like Thursday night. People are getting torn up.
Oh, they were going at it.
The city of Chicago is. They were doing fireball shot after fireball shot. Somebody in the crowd threw a fireball shot to Rogers. He caught it, drank it, no biggie.
They were doing tequila shots.
Was it in like a bottle?
Yeah, like the ones we have.
I was saying, it's like.
Yeah, Pat.
That's
No, he
what-
threw
that's
an
what-
open shot that he.
Yeah,
Good Lord,
they chucked the bottle. Me and Franklin were having
You really know how to bomb a conversation or a story.
me and Franklin were having a conversation of like that. Like he's like somebody threw him that. He's like he caught it. It's like and like somehow we got on the thing of like throwing drinks at him and being like, so, I'm just gonna go behind the bar and toss him a beer. And I was like, I could see Peter up on the stage. And you trying to throw Peter a beer, and you throw him a Michelob Ultra, and Peter getting on the microphone and being like, "Hey, it's the asshole who nailed me with."
Where we at?
12 minutes.
Oh!
Is that a swear word?
We gotta figure. We
I
have
don't
got to
think
work
that's-
on this.
Also, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts recently, and they all drop f-bombs and stuff in the first
Listen. You got. I forget now. I haven't listened to a lot of podcasts.
They have
no,
what you
it's
call followers?
It's
yeah.
Tops
Yeah,
of Girls
that's-
one. Your mom's house. They talk about it all the time when you can't swear in the first 15.
Really?
Yep.
I don't know. I'm listening. To
People
a
say
lot.
the first five. There's no like real thing. But anyway, so me and Franklin were talking. He's like,
Oh, sorry.
to
Yeah.
the asshole who hit me in the face with the Michelob Ultra, I prefer Coors Light. And then I could just see Peter at every concert from that point on, just getting some people to like chuck Coors Lights at him at the stage, and Peter would be happy.
According to Wikipedia, his name is Jameson Rogers.
Awesome. That's that's a pretty cool name. That's
Yeah.
I mean.
His dad must really love
It's like
Jameson.
first name, last name, first. Like it switches, you know?
I could not get. I kept trying to say Jameson Rogerson. Like I could not get Rogers. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It just it was.
Hey,
it was
Rogers.
just- yeah, it was messing me up. But then Chris. So Friday night. So Thursday night was. We got like 3 inches of snow. We thought the party was gonna be dead. We thought we were gonna have a very intimate concert. No chance.
Yep.
Friday night, Chris. Definitely everybody from Southern Illinois came up for this concert because we weren't the youngest ones there, but we definitely did not dress the part. We did not have the
People like cowboy boots. People like cowboy hats. People had
I told Peter he's missing he had
Cowboy
everything
jeans,
but the
cowboy
hat.
shirts.
Yeah.
Like I mean any cowboy accoutrement minus a bolo tie was there. Like yeah.
some of the. I mean, there were some really old guys. The best was I took our coach to Kochek, and there was an old gentleman in front of me. He had to and like he was just looking to meet people that night or just hang out and talk to people. He talked me up, gave me like the pep talk of Randall King and how the night was gonna go while we waited to get Kochek.
Maybe it was his dad or something.
It could have been. I don't know. He looked like a preppy old man. I'm thinking like his whole family's gonna, like him and his wife are gonna be there. No, dude's just in the middle of like the crowd of like people swing dancing. He's just trying to talk to you. Go, hey, how's it going?
Man just wants to talk about his
Man.
love of Randall King with his fellow fans.
Like, what is this?
We're better to meet fans of Randall King than at his concert.
Jeez.
All
They
right.
already got one thing in common. Yeah.
So yeah, Thursday night much. I bet Joe's on Weed Street did a lot better on alcohol sales then.
Yeah, well, yeah, because people were just buying. I kid
There
you
was
not. like,
fireball shot after fireball shot.
there
after
was people. There
fireball
was
shot.
people like just turning around and being like, "Fireball shot," and then like I look over and there's like a group of like 6 people taking tequila shots, Turn back around. There's more Fireball. I'm like,
Yeah, it was insane.
Wait, there was like 300 people there last night, probably. 400.
I would.
Oh, I have no.
that
I
seems
got there
pretty-
late.
that-
Yeah, I would say probably.
because I didn't even think there was like
150
three.
to 200.
I didn't even think there was
At
three.
most.
Well, the back was really crowded behind the bar.
That's true.
I didn't really
To the
think there,
side too.
The sides were really crowded. Like the middle wasn't super crowded, but
I didn't think it was that crowded for Jameson Rogers. I thought maybe about 150 people there.
so maybe less than that. I'm probably high.
I mean, I still think COVID's a thing, and
I think the vaccination thing is a real thing too. But
oh
I
yes,
think, I think some
no,
people
yeah.
aren't.
Randall King did say that too. He's like even whatever he had to do to get in here, like, and it's like in my head I'm like thinking, come on, dude, the rules of the bar, it is what it is.
It's rules of the city's on the bar.
Yeah.
But also I don't think. I mean, after you got in, no one was wearing masks at all.
No, that was any bar we went to last
That's
night.
every
Yeah.
bar.
It's
It's
like,
any bar
as soon
anywhere
as
in
you,
Chicago.
it's just like, have your mask on. All right, you're inside. You're free.
You get through the COVID's force field.
Yeah.
It kills me that because you kind of get to the spot where you think, all right, COVID is done, like we're done with it, and then you hear somebody else getting it, and you're like, God damn it, this is not going to end. This is never going to end.
I think it's on the uptick though, or like on the up of. On the good side, the good swing.
Yes.
In that,
The down.
because
The
they're
down.
talking about taking away the mask stuff, anyways.
Yeah, they're taking it away a week from Monday.
Yeah, because people just aren't getting
Well,
it. Or if they are, it's
they're
not-
doing it
Except the city.
Yeah, they're doing it without actually meeting like CDC metrics. They're just doing it I think, to do it. Governor's got a race to win here. Half the state is not really a
Yeah.
big fan of the mandate.
A lot of people are doing it though too. Like New York did it.
Oh, they
But
done it
numbers,
too.
yeah, their numbers are going down.
Yeah, the
in
numbers.
general.
Yeah, all the.
Did you hear
numbers.
about what Indiana is doing? Even if you have COVID, you don't have to quarantine. Like for kids for school? Yeah, that's what they were talking about.
Wow.
I thought that was kind of crazy.
So you get to the next variant, and then we're all back with masks. And the same
Well, that's the
requirements.
thing. This
They're-
variant is pretty chill if you're
Yeah.
vaccinated.
Yes, but they're already talking. They have it's already mutated. I don't know what it's like, but it's already mutated. I think the
Let's
world's
get
more.
our booster in 6 months
I'll
again.
do ice in this one.
I think the world's more concerned about Russia and Putin and China kind of teaming up together to start kicking some butt.
Yeah, but
China.
But we buy all China's stuff. So.
But yeah, but that doesn't mean that we can't really stop Russia from what they want to do because it will start a world.
Joe,
war.
where are we at in the SpaceX line to get to Mars?
Oh, 26,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, but you see, we were
Funny
talking about.
enough, that was the number that was it 26,000 that you started at when you signed up for the Cubs tickets.
Something like that, yeah.
You were, I think that was like the number 26,000, several hundred something. When
Here
you
we
signed
are,
up
10
for
years
it.
later.
And you finally got him.
Joe, did you actually sign
So
up?
by,
So-
by that,
By 10 years,
we got
should be
10 years before we're gonna go off to
All
Mars.
right, we gotta call Putin.
We gotta get on the phone with Elon and be like, hey Elon, let's start boosting this up.
Speed up this process here.
So when I was re-listening to our podcast last week, and I was thinking like, all right, I gotta learn a little bit more. So I did actually go and do a little bit of research of why, and it all has to do with Russia like Russia or Putin. Modern Russia they think how he feels came out of Ukraine, and with Ukraine not being a part of Russia anymore, and now wanting to be part of NATO.
But they're not actually going to qualify for NATO.
Yeah, well, they want to be. Well, yes, but it just Russia feels like Ukraine's becoming more westernized instead of being a part of Russia, and so Putin doesn't like it, and he wants to change that. Also, he feels like it's more strategic if he has
It's a great, because
Also, they have resources there.
yes
the
that too,
resources, yeah. But that was the thing I heard was the geographic positioning of it puts them in a very strategic position.
Yeah.
And if someone's in there, it's almost more like a land grab than anything for defense, so you're protected a little bit.
Because Russia doesn't have enough land as it is.
Well,
Well,
yes.
I know it's a giant.
Hey, nobody can have enough land.
Okay, so what we're doing tonight? So we got the beer selection. It's the typical.
We got a spread. It's
Yeah.
just a spread.
Coors Lights, Coors Pure, a little Stella from our Golden was what episode 50.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Episode 50 is Golden and little seltzers. Feel good. Tonight we're getting back into the whiskeys.
Yeah.
And Pat
Yeah.
Pat is sharing with us George Remus.
Say it with your chest.
I had the Remus from the Advent calendar. Phenomenal. But Pat doesn't think it's gonna be good. So we'll see. I thought it was
58 and
sweet.
a half.
Wow.
I didn't say it was going to be good. I said it's going to
be strong.
Pat has a negative outlook on something. What a hot take.
From
Quality chiming by Joe C.
from Apothecary to Kingpin, George Remus created one of the most intricate, successful bootlegging operations of Prohibition, with each single barrel holding its unique flavor secrets. George Remus Berman captures the rebellious flavors of the Prohibition era, perfect for the speakeasy or the liquor.
I did notice that
cabinet.
the various the bottles were all a little different alcohol content wise. They were all like bouncing around. They were like some were 115, some 116.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. This is the guy that you said. Is this the guy that taught Jameson or worked for Jameson?
No, that's the Ernest
Uncle Nearest.
Yeah,
Uncle Nearest.
He's in.
I'm thinking. I think Remus. Yeah.
Close.
Yep.
If you watch Boardwalk Empire, he's in. His character is portrayed in that, and his thing is he would speak in third person. So George doesn't like that. Like,
oh, jeez, I remember.
George likes his chicken spicy.
yeah. And I wonder, you kind of wonder if Seinfeld took that, like if that was like.
That was before Seinfeld was before the Boardwalk Empire.
No. But I think his real thing.
Oh,
I'm
his real
wondering
thing,
if
okay.
George,
Yeah.
talked in third, or was that a 90s?
Cheers.
Well, yeah, was that a thing in the 90s? I like those. I like these glasses. Have we seen those before?
These are nice. Yeah, these are Chicago flag / landscape glasses.
It's not as hot. It's got a late burn to it. Sweet.
Yeah, it doesn't burn going down.
It's got a late burn though.
Yeah, it's like in your mouth, but not in your throat.
I'm getting it in my throat right there.
Yeah.
There in my
It's
chest.
in the chest, yeah. What do you think, Chris?
Chris likes it. It's all right.
That's got
right?
a I don't know what it is, like a spice to it. It doesn't burn my mouth at all, but
Yeah, that going down.
There's a Vinny's hand-picked one here.
Ooh.
my
2020
jowls.
selection.
I'm feeling it in my
2021,
jowls.
yep. Yeah, that's right in the back of the chest.
Warm me up on a nice cold night.
Yes, hey.
That is what acid reflux feels like.
Yes.
That's
Oh, yeah.
100% what that is.
That's the clip. I gotta remember that.
That is so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Hooah.
You can't take too big of a sip, or it's gonna kick you in the butt.
Yeah, I didn't take a big sip, man. That's why it's not
Yeah.
strong for me.
Yeah, no, it's still hurting.
That's wild. What the fuck is this thing called? George Remus, king of the bootleggers.
George says your chest's on fire.
Straight bourbon whiskey.
Yep.
116% proof. 58% alcohol by volume.
Well, put some hair in your chest.
Let you breathe, Joe. Let you breathe, baby. Let that ice get in there.
It is.
Joe's riding the dragon over here.
So, it says, king of the bootleggers.
Yep.
Started in 1920. Prohibition era, banning alcohol. Alcohol has been such a part of every single society since its inception.
You know why, though, right?
I'm assuming maybe some like medical stuff, like it was just cleaner.
The only reason we could come together, one of the reasons we could come together, and was because you could drink when you're drinking alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
You burn off all the germs. When they never they didn't understand that peeing in a lake causes that water to be and everybody would get sick. And then so they started drinking beer, and that allowed bigger and bigger cities to get together because people would, like in Toronto, in the early Toronto, they would throw all their garbage right in the water that they were drinking, and kids would get sick. So instead of drinking
they
water,
noticed that people who were drinking weren't getting as sick.
You weren't getting sick. Yeah.
So they started to
here they
dilute
put
the water with
the
the alcohol.
Yeah.
And that basically saved the town from not sepsis. What is that called?
Dysentery.
Dysentery, yeah.
And that was a huge issue.
Yeah, it basically saved the town.
Yes.
I mean, they even had kids drinking it for
safety. But that's the reason. But that's why big cities were able to establish is because
that's interesting.
They were able that and farming.
But it's always been part of everything.
Thank you, George. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And then you got the stupidity.
Banned,
yeah.
And then they bring it back.
Did you see if you watched the Joe Rogan and Joey Diaz recent podcast?
No.
Dude, phenomenal. Joey Diaz and Joe Rogan together, just unbelievable. He's got a bit in there about White Castle. I literally almost peed my pants because it's so true. It's so spot on. If you've never had White Castle, you need to be close to a bathroom. Not right then, not a couple hours. That next day, you're gonna be in the washroom. You're gonna go, what in the sweet baby Ray is happening? And it's the White Castle slow ticking bomb.
It's kind of like a Yoba Goya league.
Yeah.
And Joe was kind of talking because just all the different state rules. New York that hasn't legalized marijuana yet.
Oh really?
Yes. And in Philadelphia, they don't have like on
morals
Sunday,
or decent.
No.
Like, no.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Pennsylvania. You can't hunt. Like in Pennsylvania, you can't hunt on Sundays.
And also in Philadelphia, you can't buy more than a certain amount of liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just that idea of like, and some of those are like go back to religious reasons. And in Texas, you can't get an abortion after 6 weeks, and like most women don't know that they're pregnant at that point.
Yeah.
And
that's the point.
Yes,
well,
no, I get it. No, I 100% get it.
They
but I'm just saying.
they talk about this sort of thing in movies where American movies are hyper violent in comparison to others, but then Europe is like hypersexual, and they're like, well, your movies are so sexually aggressive, but hyper violent. It all comes down to this like old school. What do you call like Quaker? Puritan kind of stuff, where it's like you don't talk about sex, you repress that, behind closed doors.
But you're cool at killing.
Yeah, but it's like violence is fine, and it's like it's this weird thing that there it's shunned, that hyperviolence is shunned there. Here it's sexuality, and it's just like all because of nation.
I say free the titties.
I think a little bit of that is too is we're hyperviolent because we didn't have we didn't have the world wars here. Where
that is true. We just we weren't like. You're saying we didn't have first-hand experience?
Yes,
so
of like
our cities didn't get bombed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And or like see like I was listening to or I'm watching the World War II in color on Netflix, and
that is great.
Oh, it's amazing. But one of the things is the SS. Why the American soldiers hated the SS so much is they would find 40 or 50 U.S. soldiers just shot and killed laying out in the fields with their hands up, like frozen in their hands up. That's because the SS their job was to run like blitzkrieg, so they couldn't take soldiers anywhere.
They also wouldn't take them.
Yes, they would just shoot them and kill them. Yeah. So that's like normal for the Germans to see. Like the normal populations out there, that's what they would see. They would just see people getting shot and killed.
Yeah.
So that hyper violence, it's ingrained in you.
Yeah.
Where we didn't see that, but then like sexual stuff out there, they're not as religious.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just freer. I remember going there as a kid and seeing a naked woman on public television, and I was like, "Oh, wow!"
I love Europe.
I was like, "What is going on?
We need to stay here,
You can see
Mom.
boobies here? What?
Just don't look at that.
I don't want to go back to America."
How often did you go to Europe?
We used to go a lot. Like, I mean, as a kid, it was a lot of time it was for funerals, but like we didn't really know, so we just go meet family and hang out there. I probably went there, I would say, a dozen times from like birth to maybe 15 or 16.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Did
you ever go? Nope. You never gone there? Your mom just never loved you, huh? Mike was talking about him and Bree are going to France in May, I think, or April.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned sometime. I don't remember.
No, maybe it was March. No, I'm sorry, it's April.
Okay.
And he was talking Lauren up about it, like this huge trip, and I just keep looking at him like, are you stupid? Like, what are you trying to do to me here, boy? Like, I'm barely getting by here, and you're talking about this 7-week, all luxury, all expenses paid in France.
French Riviera.
What are you doing? I'm about to like call Bree and be like, yeah, Bree, the only reason he's taking to France is probably going to propose to you, just to ruin it for him. Be like, that's what you get, Mike. trying to get me to spend $7,000 here. And what are you doing, Mike? You get your one Coors Light. We haven't seen you in 7 weeks, and you're trying to ruin my life.
Mike's out.
And he's just nailing that knife deeper and deeper. Mike, he gets in the thing in my back. It hurts. Yeah. What? The knife, he just drove through it.
Oh, good old Mike. Mike's a character. He was telling me about. So he's got a cute little French bull.
Oh, apparently Alexa's
spying on us.
Heard something we said, and now it's going
She's
on.
probably giving me prices for France right now. Alexa, shut up. Also on the Joe Rogan, Joey Diaz podcast, Joe Diaz does not, if he's in a house with an Alexa, he doesn't talk. Because just recently, Alexa, stop.
Thank you. Don't kill us. Bitch.
And a recent court case, that I think he knows of a friend. It was a domestic issue.
Mm-hmm.
The lady called 911 from the Alexa, so in that case, the Alexa was allowed to be brought into the court case, and everything that she recorded the whole day.
Yeah.
So everything that you say is on that Alexa. So that guy's gonna go to jail because of that.
Yeah.
Nice. You gotta be real careful with that. Don't be saying all the family secrets.
I've been yelling. I've been swearing up Peter to the Alexa downstairs.
There's
The
a way
office.
you can clear that though. Like it's kind of like hidden, but it's easy to clear all that if you want to. And you can do it regularly.
Oh, okay.
Just clear your history.
You know what? Then I was watching a court case. And
Like not only, I don't mean just what you search, but literally because it will pick up
Yeah.
on what you're saying while it's not active, and keep a log of that in some manner, and you can erase all that if you want to.
That's good to know.
You can Google.
So we have
search it.
backups of all the S&P podcasts. We're trying to say.
Nice. No, I was in the court case that I was watching about the kid from Wisconsin. He like deleted a lot of his search history, and I was like, the FBI can't just go find it. Oh no, if you clear a lot of that stuff, forget it. They can't ever find it. It's gone. Like
Yeah, the way it works. Or sorry, go ahead.
no. Yeah, but DuckDuckGo and Google, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought they could go get those records easily.
It makes it difficult. It's basically, when you clear that, it's saying you can rewrite over this. So once you start rewriting over that, it just fucks
Yeah.
it up and makes it really difficult to pull apart.
I did not know that. That's kind
Yeah.
of crazy.
Yeah.
We were listening to a crazy Dateline today about this lady who, well, it was almost like the Tinder swindler. Like this lady was on like one of those adultery websites.
Like Ashley Madison
yes,
or
like
something.
trying to like get these guys.
Only it wasn't Ashley Madison because apparently there's no women on Ashley
there were
Madison.
there's 0 women on Ashley Madison. How
Well,
pissed would you be?
Oh man, that's
But how did that
wild.
stay in business? Didn't somebody have to get laid off that? At
Maybe
some
there were
point?
women at some point on it.
I don't know. When they did the docs, it was all robots.
Yeah.
I have no idea how that would
That's
have worked.
wild. I don't know.
Because you got to imagine, how long would you stay on there? If it's a month, because you're paying for this service,
Yeah.
you're on there a month. You get a couple matches, but these women don't want to meet up. So what's the point?
I don't know. I mean, they just prey on the
Maybe it's
desperation
like
of
maybe it's a
individuals.
company and talk to.
It's possible.
It
That's-
could be, yeah. They don't do like in-person meetings, or they're just lonely enough and desperate enough. I mean, like think about like when you're on Tinder and stuff, and all those dates, like this stuff you go through, and that's for free.
Yeah,
Just like trying to get a date
get a date. Yep.
and make that work.
Well, I mean, these poor women that, I mean, also the women are not, I mean, there's got to be some, you have to be somewhat cynical in everything that you do. Like, you can't just
To be honest.
or no, to give people money. Like,
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, Joe.
Yeah,
If
it's
you ask,
stupid to give people money.
I mean, Joe, if you ask for like $500, I'd give you $500.
Oh, that is a huge. I see what
You
you're
go,
saying.
you
Yes,
go over
yes, yes.
$1,000, and I'm like, all right, what are we doing
Yeah,
here?
what-
What are we
10%
talking about?
interest,
Yeah.
compounded
You were
money.
doing,
And you're gonna be seeing
you were
Chris.
doing your bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Where's this money
Yeah.
going?
What can I help you do?
Yeah.
But and then for some random guy to get like hundreds of $1,000s, and the guy Pat was telling me that the guy did not get prosecuted at all. That pisses me off to no end because it gives people the idea that they can do this.
And he's proclaiming his innocence.
Yes,
You
and
got
he's
money
trying-
for fake mustache.
Yeah.
Where's my money?
and he wants to be like a Hollywood superstar now. He's trying to use that to become a Hollywood superstar.
Oh, jeez.
He's an absolute con man. He's not. This isn't going to be his first or last one. He's going to continue to be a con man. Like I would not do anything with that guy. That dude needs to be in jail somewhere because he's got to be some type of. How do you not feel bad about that at all? Like that's just
He's a
insane. to me.
sociopath.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you hear about the $3.2 billion of crypto that was recovered?
No.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, no, I didn't not see this at all.
Okay,
Was
so
it
this
found in our wallet?
no, it was this because it's kind of the same thing. It's these
This is the guy that faked his death.
no
The trial
crap.
they think faked his death.
I will tell you though. If you
That's
let me
crazy.
say
Story.
it.
Yeah, that's a crazy story.
That's a different story.
That's a fucking
No,
insane story. But yeah.
I don't know what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
go
I'll be
ahead.
honest. These two, like not Instagram, but they're like internet influencers, had funneled in all this money through crypto into these organizations, and they got caught because they accidentally, I don't know if they CC'd someone, but like one email kind of got out or one thing got out, and somebody thought it was so fishy they were able to trace back everything, and they had been laundering or trying to launder billions of dollars in crypto. And
These guys into the videos too.
yeah, yeah, they were internet personalities, and it was enormous. I don't know how. I mean, this is a groundbreaking
Well, guys from Illinois.
situation.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Did they get all the money back?
They found all of it. Yeah, they were able to trace everything because
the blockchain. That's how. It's
yeah. Like
That's
they
so
were able
insane.
to trace everything back.
Did everybody get their money back, or is that so kind of?
Well, I don't know how they got the money. If it through what illegal means. I think they were almost like the launderers of the money, and not like the the people who had all the money.
It was the
But
mob.
I guess they were in possession. I don't know the details.
You know the how what they think the NFTs is. It's just a way for people to funnel money, like clean or wash money.
Buy a painting for a jacked up price and then sell it.
And then you sell it to somebody for another jacked up price, and then you're able to wash money real easy.
That makes more sense because I don't know what NFT is other than that. Like, I don't understand it.
You know what
JPEG is?
Yes.
It's that basically.
Yeah,
It's like you
With
bought a
some
YouTube.
blockchain
Yeah.
backdoor like crypto.
and you also
enhancements.
you're on the metaverse, but the problem is there's so many online societies. Like you own it on the online society.
Trina's mom was asking me yesterday if I knew how to buy land in the metaverse. I'm like, what?
Yeah, why should you want to do it?
She's like, I sound like she did. Yeah.
Here's what I don't understand.
It's insanely expensive.
It
to
is
do it.
stupid.
It's so hard. I want to learn how to do it, but it's insane.
This is like Second Life in VR.
Yes.
Like that's exactly what the fuck
Yeah.
this is.
Well, but
So,
I mean, you gotta like McDonald's is buying a bunch of land. It's so weird.
You know what this is right now?
You can have virtual.
You know what this is right now?
Yeah, but it's just like DoorDash.
This is, you know what this is? This is like so early stage of this.
Oh yeah, it's like the first stage of crypto.
This is like when that guy put up the web page with 1 million pixels and you had to buy ad space.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you remember that?
No, yeah.
And it's just trash. I mean, like
Absolute trash.
people were brought to it because it was an online like off-road show kind of thing, like the biggest yarn ball. This is exactly what this is right now.
Yeah.
Like it's just so early on that we're like so incomprehensible to what this actually is that we're doing stupid shit like this.
No, absolutely. I 100% agree. But,
Sorry, that was a very bad rant. But I do
but you could be one of those people who gets in and gets out really quickly and make a bunch of money.
Oh yes, 100%.
That's what I would love to do. Is just come in there, buy some stupid, have somebody buy me, like, what's his? Who do we see in Vegas? The DJ. I'm sorry.
Steve
Steve Aoki made more money selling his NFTs last year than he made in his entire career with DJing.
Awesome.
How insane is that?
That's wild.
We were this close to being crypto millionaires.
She's saying
If we would just, if Joe said it in 2016, Joe, I'll never forget it. We were in a car going out to the bars.
We were driving to Wrigley Field.
Was it? Yeah.
We were passing that monk monastery. On that side street. We were going to Wrigley. We were going to a game.
Okay.
And we were taking the back roads.
And we were talking about other investments.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And it was like
And,
it was a day game.
And Joe's like, we should
just driven past that monk monastery thing in the blocks there.
And then the first, but everything that you Googled on Bitcoin was your money is going to get stolen, and so that scared us away. And then by the time we got in, it was already flying off the shelves.
Yeah.
But I'll never forget that. We were that close. Brian was telling us that he was in a partner or in a class at UIC, and somebody did a presentation on Bitcoin.
Yep.
And Brian was like, "This guy's an idiot."
Yeah.
Don't take any advice from Brian. Damn it! That actually sparked something I wanted to talk about. Chris, did you have something?
Why?
You had two like crazy dating things, right?
Yeah.
Wait, was there anything else on the crypto side of it? I thought that there was something that I want to go
Are you
into.
dating in the real verse or the metaverse?
I'm in the metaverse.
Metaverse is kind of.
I'm not even in the metaverse. I'm not even on like this planet apparently.
Hopefully.
Chris is in the multiverse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try the VR, the walking plank thing tomorrow. So I'm a little excited. I'm so
Where's
behind.
that at? What is that?
Like and then you walk that plank. You walk like the virtual like walk.
No.
On the tightrope, and then you can fall, and it scares people.
Where are you gonna do this?
Lauren's brother's bringing the VR stuff, so I'm excited to try it. You never heard of that?
Nope.
It's like one of the games on there where you walk like a plank. It's like outside, like, and you feel like you're like if you can fall.
Is that when dummies like run into their TVs?
Yeah. Well,
That is the one.
Happen. No, you'll see people like
There's lots
who are
of
doing
stuff,
it and
yeah.
shaking because they're so
Yeah.
scared. If you're scared of heights,
I've seen one like that. I've seen one where it's like a beam and you're at the top of a skyscraper.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You're walking across.
Yeah, that's exactly
yes.
what it is. Yeah. And it's if you have a fear of heights, it'll scare you.
So it would scare me probably.
Yeah, scare your jailhouse boobies off.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, I actually really like this. I thought
Yeah, once it got
yeah.
a little diluted with the ice, I was able to thoroughly enjoy that.
George knew you were gonna like it.
My boy George.
So I'm trying to take it a little bit easy tonight. Like, we got a work day tomorrow. And you get it going just a little bit.
Yeah.
And then rev that engine and say vroom.
Yeah, we should even have another one. Why not?
Last night I had to pull the I gotta get out of here. It's either, I had the angel on the one side and the devil on the other. And the devil was screaming, just let it go. Get that Tito's and Sprite. Let's go. And the angel's like, you didn't feel good this morning. How good are you going to feel tomorrow? And I was like, okay. And the opportunity that the Uber was right there. I was just like, go. And then I hit the.
I want you to know, I have Uber on my phone. I'll take you home tonight.
Baby,
I
will get you home, baby.
I will get you to your destination.
That's actually.
I won't pull a shooting Pat Lynch where I just take you to my place and you got to stay there.
I mean, you do have a really nice couch, though.
Oh, I have a couch. I have a bed. I have a spare bed. I also have my bed.
Yeah. Take me home tonight.
That could be playing at the hang-up if we go tonight.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
There is 0% chance I will be at the hangout tonight.
Dude, last week. So when we went to the hang-up last week, we get there, Pat. We're up. We scoped out the top floor. It's got the little DJ going on, and then we both all look at each other like we got to go downstairs.
Yeah.
We tore up the downstairs dance floor. And everybody came from upstairs, downstairs. It's a mosh pit. We're on top of the stage. We're off the stage. Danny's out there. Danny's like crowd surfing. It was insane. So then they're starting to close the bottom up.
Brian's younger brother.
I don't think he's ever gone to the hang-up. Like,
no, this is his first time
his
ever.
eyes were so wide.
Yeah.
We take the crowd from the...
Looking sharp as hell. He has this beautiful white sweater, these fantastic, like, clean white Nikes.
Oh, yeah. They
So
weren't clean
sharp.
after
So
that.
go to the hangout, they're not gonna clean them up.
Yeah. But the dude was dressed sharp.
We take the crowd from the basement because they're closing it up. It's like 3:30 and everybody's going, oh, we take them upstairs. We get that dance floor going. It's 4:30 and we all just look at each other. We got to go. We get Joe home. Me and Chris fall asleep and the Uber's like, you got to go. I woke up so hungover in that Uber. Oh, that night. I just remember thinking like, I absolutely love the going out, but I have to figure out something because I can't keep going out till 5 in the morning every Saturday. Because it gets to 2 o'clock and my head doesn't say, oh, it's time to go to bed. It's like, oh, no, this is the best time of the night now.
Yeah, things are just getting started.
Joe's like, yeah, the Uber's outside. I'm like, oh, great, we're going home. No, we're not.
That was great because our buddy Nick made like $600 betting on the Bulls. Like a 10-team parlay that never hits. And then we spent all that money.
That's awesome.
He got on a Metro home. He walked from his Metro to his house. His wife was like yelling at Chris, like, "Why would you let him walk?"
No, she wasn't yelling at me, but she's like, "He's an idiot. He walked." I'm like, "What a dumbass."
Sorry, that's not on me, man.
No, she knew. Like, it was.
She sent Chris a snap of him. He was crawled up in a ball. He's like, "I think you broke him."
Yeah.
You guys, not the first.
You guys,
He's not the first.
And he drinks. He probably drinks more. He drinks the heavier stuff, and probably drinks about as much as we do. And to break him is a pretty impressive feat for us.
We were telling the story of how we broke Xavier last night with you and me.
Oh God,
We're going toe to toe in a 4-lane street, which was
Brian asked if they'd ever, that you guys had ever fought.
Oh yes, easily.
Yeah, Lauren was like, "Do you guys ever when's like the last time you guys fist fought?" And I was like, "That would have been the last time we've ever thrown a punch." Yeah, but
we've wrestled, but like it's never gone past wrestling.
Yeah, and that hasn't been in a while either. We're getting too old for that. Somebody's gonna blow.
WrestleMania, like, it's just like wrestling, trying to take each other down. Like it's just not. It doesn't work very well.
It's funny because I always think about like when little Pepsi.
And then little Pepsi's in there trying to get in there and try to break us up. It's like, get out of here! Get out of here, stupid!
Stop.
He's strong.
Yeah.
But he's not man strong. Like it's just like, okay, you just go right
Get over here.
Yeah.
And he's uncoordinated too. He's so
Oh God! But he's got some weight on.
He makes up for it with dirt.
Yeah.
He has that girth. Like he's
Man
got.
is able to use his body well in certain ways. You're just like, how are you so heavy in this way?
It's that
How is this possible?
It's that badonkadonk, man. It just weighs him down. You can't get him up.
Chris, you want to give us a little bit of that cool those couple stories?
Okay, so the first one is is wild. The second one's crazy too, but the second one.
These your stories? Or?
No, these are ones. So one I read about online. The other one I heard about from somebody else. So the first one is this guy got set up on a blind date.
Okay.
And so by his friends, he's like, I don't know. This is really crazy. It gets crazy. But like, so he gets set up on this blind date. So he sets up like a dinner at this really nice restaurant. You know, he gets dressed up, wears a suit.
Mm-hmm. This
girl comes to the restaurant. It's a nicer place. And what is it? Like, ends up coming in sweatpants and like a t-shirt. And he's like, oh, I guess they must have not told you this is kind of, you know, a fancier, uppity place. And she's like, no, I knew about it. But why am I going to get all dolled up and put on a dress and shave my legs for a guy who I'm not even sure I'm going to let, you know, go home with or suck his dick? You know, I got a blowjob. I got a vibrator that can take care of me.
Oh my God.
He's like, what the hell are you doing? Just calm the hell down. Like,
yeah.
I just, like, I wanted to take you to someplace nice. I wasn't looking. He's like, oh, are you upset that, you know, I'm being too loud and telling everybody, oh, hey, I'm not giving you a... And he's like, what the fuck? He's like, he literally went to a waitstaff, gave his credit card to him for the drink that he had bought before she got there. And he's like, he profusely apologized. He's like, blind date, I'm so sorry.
Yep.
I'm done.
Is this one you read about?
Yeah, this is the one I read about. So, like...
Do you know where this happened?
I do not. Unfortunately, they don't tell you
You
where.
always ask way too many fucking questions.
But
I have an inquisitive nature.
But so like he goes to his friends, he's like, and you're like, yeah, we kind of knew that she was a little out there
So
and kind of crazy.
It was his friends that set this up?
Yeah, so like it was like she was the
like-
friends with that, like they both had mutual friends that said they thought they'd be a good match. She's like, yeah, we kind of knew she was crazy. And then like come to find, like he heard about like later on from his friends that she ended up getting married, had a kid with some guy, ended up stabbing the guy on their anniversary, and is in jail serving time for attempted murder.
Oh, baby.
So that guy dodged a bullet.
You got that right. Wow.
Yeah. So this
I guess the embarrassing restaurant story is not so bad.
Yeah.
Do you have any crazy date stories like that? Like, have you ever been in a place where, like,
So have you ever been stabbed?
not stabbed, but have you ever been like, I don't know how to get out of this. This is really actually kind of scary.
Yeah, I can think of like 2 times. I'm trying to think of the situations that they were in, but I know there was. Oh, I got one where it was just like.
the one where he got accosted in the export parking lot for his t-shirt.
That's crazy. That was a breakup. Yeah, that's not like.
How about the one where he got the 45-minute telephone call?
Which one?
That was another relationship.
which conference call,
Yeah.
Prince?
That was with that one girl.
I've never been on a first date or a second date that knock on wood. I've never been where like the person was like crazy.
I had one.
No, Peter's craziness. They came out later for Peter.
I had one situation where I had gone on a date with a girl, and it was a nice date. It was weird. Like in texting her, it was kind of weird. It was awkward. It was just like, I don't want to say pulling teeth, but it was just weird. Have the date's kind of weird, and then the next day I'm like, hey, I had fun last night. You know, how are you? And she's like, how dare you text me 24 hours later after our date? Like, I need time to decompress from work.
Oh.
And the fact that you're reaching out to me this quickly, I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I was just saying, like, hello after I didn't know there was a time period I had to give you.
The audacity of you, Joseph.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm sorry. And she's like, yeah, you should be. And I was like, okay, I'm never going to ever go out with this lady.
Thank God.
I mean, it wasn't in person.
48
but it
hours
was
later,
just-
she's like, why haven't you texted me now?
Oh, it was so weird.
We need to have a conference
so
call.
Weird.
No, there were a couple times where I actually like that one, but it was more dating where like the person's like just so embarrassing, like in front of a waiter or waitress, or like has gotten a little bit tipsy, and like it's just
gone weird. Yeah.
You're just like, come on, like it's so embarrassing, especially if you're not in the situation, like you're not drunk or you just trying to babysit. That's the worst.
Just wait for it to be over.
Yes, like all right, we gotta go. Like I just need to.
Yeah.
You got okay. So
I got one more.
Yep.
Okay.
The other one.
And now I got a question for Joe.
The other one isn't as bad, but like it's still kind of crazy. So this one isn't like a first date. This one was like a guy and his wife were celebrating. I think I'm pretty sure it's their like anniversary. I think it was like their 13th anniversary, but it could have been his birthday. So she gets like all these elaborate plans done. They're big into like the frisbee disc golf thing. So she buys him like a new set. They have dinner. They go out.
That's cool. Yeah.
They go out and they play a round of frisbee golf after dinner and like everything.
Jackpot!
He's like, oh, this is going great. Everything's going great. They get
She
back.
loves me.
They get back to the house. She serves him with divorce papers. The freaking frisbee golf was a test to see if she still felt anything for him, and she did. And he come to find out that she had been having an affair with like somebody else well before that date and that frisbee golf and everything.
Good gravy.
That's so tough.
Right?
Wow. That's like the worst thing.
Guy goes, thinks about to get some, and he gets divorce papers.
He's like, I'm going to get it.
This is our great anniversary. Yeah.
It's my turn.
Now he's like, divorce. Where the laptop at? Where the laptop at?
That's probably, that would be the worst. If somebody had an affair, like that's, just end it. Like why?
Yeah.
But some people just can't. They don't have the.
Yeah, it's a weird
Weird like
thing.
to have that cake and eat it too, right?
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, but if you're not getting the cake from the same spot, what's the point? Mm-hmm. Maybe because you're making a lot of money. I guess maybe one guy's making a lot of money.
Maybe it's money.
Or
I don't
the
know.
woman's making a lot of money and he doesn't want. Yep.
You just don't even want to get into that conflict.
I've also heard of another story of a guy finding out that his wife was cheating on him. I don't know how true the story is. It kind of feels made up, but I've seen it a couple times out there. The guy found out that his wife was cheating on him, and his wife's birthday was coming up, and like he made like this thing like he had like a trip that was going on for. He had like him and his buddies were going out on a trip, or he made up a story that like they were going out, but it's like her birthday. He's like, oh, I know it's your birthday. I don't want to go out. Like she's like, no, go ahead. I want to have a quiet weekend. But he knew that she was getting together with the person that she was cheating on him with. And so he wasn't going out of town for the trip. Yeah. So what he did was he set up a thing with his in-laws, her parents, her family, to like surprise her on her birthday, get like a big cake, balloons, and just surprise her. Like he told her like she's not really doing anything. So he waits for that moment where the guy's coming over. He goes like he finds out. He's like, okay, let's get this all together. Gets everybody, her whole entire family together. They go into the apartment. They go to the bedroom. They find her just getting railed by this other dude, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Surprise!
Yeah, and she was like so mad, and like he's like, that's the best revenge. And I'm like, I like this story, but I can't imagine it being true.
Because how would you not want to just go?
It seems like it'd be a lot of intricate planning there.
Yeah, and like she's like getting just railed by her parents. Like, what are you doing? How could you do this? They're looking at the poor guy, like consoling the guy. He's like, what were you thinking? And this guy knows. He's like, I'm like that guy right there that guy's a psycho.
That guy's got one question: does the guy finish or not?
Yeah.
Oh no,
that guy's not.
Batman's penis goes inside his body. Inside his body.
That guy's literally like hoping like there's a window in the bedroom. He's like, hey, it's the third floor. I think I can.
You guys give me 2 minutes, please. Just 2 minutes.
2 minutes. What? That guy.
The sociopath Patlin's like, give me 2 minutes, people. I'll be out of here.
This dude is like
30 seconds to finish, and then gotta get dressed and get out.
That guy went from midnight to
negative 12.
Yeah. He might have been a woman at that point. Like, who are you kidding? All right, so that's insane. That's so insane. I love BuzzFeed does.
I do like the intricacy of it though. It's a good.
It is right.
I can see Pat doing that for sure.
Yeah, anybody here, you can see Pat Lynch just being like, "I'm gonna get."
Oh,
these
he's gonna
assholes.
orchestrate like.
Listen, I'm gonna make this ending on my.
He's gonna be like the kid.
Time.
He's gonna be like the kid.
I want to do it.
He's gonna be like the kid from Problem Child, where the babysitter comes over and her boyfriend with the bike, and he gets the video camera and puts it on like a big screen out in front. And all the people come up and start watching. And they're getting at him. Yeah, that's gonna be Pat. Pat's gonna be like doing something like that.
Wow. That's a good memory. I love that. I love the Problem Child. Those were so good.
Yeah, dark movie.
Yes. In retrospect, when you think about it, very dark.
Yep.
Very dark. When the kid gets like kidnapped by Kramer.
Yep.
That was insane. And then the second one was even a little even creepier.
Oh yeah.
All All right, Joe. What's with the eye? Who punched you in the face? Do you need blink twice if somebody who's not home?
There's a kid at boxing.
Is he bullying you? Do you need us to come
No,
out?
no.
Sure?
He's training for Golden Gloves, so we've been sparring a lot.
Hey,
Looks like he's winning.
Yeah, no, he's not. But he's just a big guy. Like he's a big dude, so his punches are big and hard.
But
They're devastating.
Joe, you got a beautiful brain. Don't be sparring. What are you doing?
Oh, I know. It's okay. I got a helmet on and stuff.
The helmet does nothing. You know the helmet does shit.
Yeah.
That's
no,
just
no.
yeah. You tell me the helmet doesn't do shit.
It protects me from all the
stupidity.
damage. Yeah.
Listen, I didn't want to say anything. I thought you were getting a little slower. Like you need to work on this.
Oh Lord.
Joe, do you want to show? Do you want to show these wonderful gentlemen that what you
Yes.
have
So
planned?
so-
I'll show them the pic.
Chris, yes, that is a sticker from Hot Ones.
Okay, nice.
How did I come into possession of this sticker, Chris?
You bought the hot sauce.
Yes, I did.
I'll show you. This is so cool.
we have. I don't know when we're gonna do this, but
We got the last dab.
We got the last dab. We got the whole
Do
set.
you ever watch Hot Wings?
I've seen it before, yes.
We have the entire set of hot sauces
Oh baby.
So
to go through.
You can buy plain wings, I think. And just probably
Yeah, that's the plan.
We're gonna do. So this is gonna be the first live. Not live. I'm sorry. This is gonna be the first video that they're gonna be able that our fans are gonna be able to see us on YouTube.
Yep.
We're gonna line up the sauces,
Yep.
and we're gonna get.
It's no ranch, right, with it?
No, you can do it. No, you can bring it.
Listen, yeah, be Gordon Ramsay, baby. Get the donuts, the milk.
I'm asking.
No, I'm sorry. No, it's all. Do whatever you gotta do. There's gonna be milk. We'll have a gallon of milk.
I'm getting milkshakes. I'm having milkshakes.
Oh yeah.
Can I stick my tongue in anything ice?
Yes, you can do
Yeah.
whatever you need to do.
Whatever.
The ice bucket
whatever
challenge,
will
I'm having
get
fuck-
you through it.
I'm having
And everybody's gonna be. It's gonna be their job is gonna come up with. So what we'll do is we'll do a lottery. We'll pick. So I'll get picked. Say I got you, Chris. I have to come up with 4 questions for you, or however. I'm sorry, how many sauces there are.
Yep.
Or actually, we'll cut it. We'll figure out how many sauces there are, and we'll cut so that everybody gets maybe like 1 or 2 questions. So like, all right, this sauce is Peter's question to Chris.
Yep.
Or Joe's, or maybe I don't know, because it gets good when all the sauces, so then you have to answer questions, but it might be hard to.
I think what I was thinking is
Okay, yeah.
is just like that. I like the idea of picking it out of the hat
Yeah.
or something like that.
So we each have like a question for
But
somebody.
well, every person will go through the sauce.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
and then when you eat that sauce, you get asked a question or something like that.
Maybe we'll have like Sarah or Katrina or Lauren here, and maybe they can do the questions,
Yeah.
and then we can. Or is it because each person's got to come up with like 3 questions for somebody or something.
Yeah.
But we'll figure it out. But it's going to be a blast.
Why would you just have a question for each sauce and everybody's
For each
gotta have-
person?
and that- no,
Or
just,
just
just
ask it.
one generic question. Everybody's got to answer it. Like you come up with like a question and then what's everybody's answer to it?
We
Like,
could do something like that.
I was thinking like how he does it. He's kind of got like some nice questions. I
Some
always
real
have
personal questions.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I get that, but
Yeah.
I mean like
Maybe-
you can have-
Because my fear is Pat's not going to want to talk, and that's not that you have to like the point of this is it's going to suck, and you
Well,
to get a lot of,
maybe we have to figure something out where you ask like the really good questions towards the end.
Oh
of it.
yeah, yeah. You
So
maybe we'll do a
we'll-
little generic, get everybody going,
Yeah.
get them feeling it.
We got some time before this
Yes.
this goes down.
Yeah,
but
we're
we
gonna
have
do
the
Wingstop.
sauces.
We're gonna do Wingstop, extra crispy, plain,
Yep.
and we'll dab a dab, baby boys.
Yep.
great.
I'm so
That'd be
excited. I thought this is
fantastic.
an awesome idea.
Yeah.
When Joe,
I bought this and I was like, I want this to come as quickly as it can for
Oh,
no
yeah.
reason other than just having it. And then I was,
the other thing is to figure out the camera situation. We have to figure out how we'll videotape this.
yeah.
We should put it in the corner, like like the creep.
Do we
like,
put like 2 iPhones, like just like right, like you know what I mean?
Oh, mixing two
you put it
different
in the
angles.
you put it like you drill into Pat Lynch's corner,
Yes,
right there, and you
yes,
put
very
like
much.
little cameras that make it look like it's voyeur, like they're watching us.
Pat's we come here one night. Pat's kind of back in the middle.
Somebody turns on the camera with Pat Lynch walking by with his laptop. He's like, "Where the laptop at?" Oh my god! How about getting the last dab in your eye?
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. You're just like, I don't want this. I don't want this.
The worst is, oh my god, people are so messed up. I don't get the world. I really don't. I just read an article on Yahoo that the husband and or teacher made cupcakes
Oh, I heard about this.
and with a little special sauce from her husband.
Yep.
Oh
to a
my
student.
God!
And fed it to the students.
Yep.
Why?
Maybe they're being
You're talking
dicks.
about his special sauce, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they're being dicks.
That okay? There is a little bit. Okay, maybe she's coming home and it's just miserable, and she's got the worst class ever. Okay.
You don't do that.
See, I went to the thought of like maybe the dude was like getting off on sometimes.
He my dad too.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the kids are assholes,
That's
you know.
why. That's beyond.
It's not poisoning you or
normal
anything.
thing, though. That's
Right? I mean, you're not gonna die from it, so that means
no.
Yeah,
but
that's
still
so disgusting.
Gross. It's very gross.
Disgusting.
Pat, you know what? I'm gonna have sexy
The level
Pepsi
of
jizz in some
disregard.
cupcakes.
I'm not saying that I want to eat it. I'm just saying like it's not like she poisoned to kill them or anything at least.
That's true. But you got to think, how did that idea come up?
What do you get
Pat,
charged
what
with?
you're
Matt?
saying in this moment is
You get
thank
charged
God
with like
she
getting-
didn't kill the kids. It could have been worse. All the kids could have been dead.
I mean, in today's
it could have been antifreeze in
in
those.
today's world, it can be a lot worse.
Oh God, you're kind of right. Like you know what?
Far
Now,
we've
now
fallen.
What's the crime? They should be literally eating cum-filled
I'm curious,
freaking
what
cupcakes
do you-
for the
what do
rest
you-
of their lives.
No, I get.
Is it a criminal thing or is it
Hey,
Oh no, that's 1,000%.
Wow.
They're going to
They're-
jail.
they're-
It's criminal,
Yeah.
and they're gonna get sued.
what do you?
Everybody's gonna get sued. The freaking
Oh, that's
school
gonna be like
district.
sexual something.
School, the teacher.
They're gonna be
yeah.
they're gonna be registered sex offenders.
They're gonna be
go
all-
for years.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
curious.
No, but you're right. Now do kids and parents have to be nervous that their teachers are gonna be bringing them? Like you're right, because Joe, since you're like Conopet is a little bit right. This doesn't decide kind of.
Yeah.
What are these teachers who are overworked, underpaid, stressed out of
Yeah.
like the post office going postal was a real thing because post office workers were going postal. Like they were going
Yeah.
crazy.
Like Katrina won't bring anything that's like handmade for her students.
Yeah, well because
Well, because like not like
Allergies.
but also allergies is the main thing. Like
Yep.
some kids, all these kids have so many different allergies nowadays.
Yeah.
I think that's all like autism stuff.
You want to end? You want to end this on a good note?
I would love to.
That was a good note, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like one.
I'm so excited for this hot wings, by the way. I've been thinking about it all day.
So much.
If Joe said we're doing it tonight, I would have done it.
wanted to. I would just like. I don't. This is something that we won't be able. Like
Yeah.
the night could end very early.
Oh
after
yes.
this, so
Oh,
this
yeah.
is not like something we can do on your birthday.
No,
maybe
no.
like the week after.
Yes, you're right because people say that like afterwards, like the fire is fire.
Yeah. So it may prevent us from even going out. The pregame may shut down the night game.
Yep.
So, but
Horrific. I mean,
I have.
I've been to Detroit. I know how to play these games.
I have a. Oh yeah.
Go to
Oh,
single-use
God.
bathrooms by yourself.
We're going to go to certain bars and they have doors and stalls.
But I have a high note to end on. So who is the guy who owns? He's on Shark Tank, and he owns
Mark
a bas-
Cuban.
Mark Cuban has come out with a website to sell
Oh, yes.
prescription drugs
Yep.
at almost like at cost prices, basically
It's like wholesale prices.
wholesale prices, where I mean you can get some really expensive drugs that when you're getting it through a prescription are really high, or if you don't have insurance are very high, and he's bringing them in at prices that are so much more approachable to so many people,
That's awesome.
Nice.
which is awesome.
He does a markup on it, but it's even with that, it's still lower.
The markup I think is like just like
It's like something like 7% or something like that. It's like
5% of the cost of the
It's
drug.
basically for like to the company has a profit, but
Yeah.
like it's designed to help. You.
enough to be able to ship this out and make it approachable.
That's honestly that's one of the biggest fears is healthcare costs for elderly people
Yeah.
because your Medicare and all that only provides you.
It's got to be a lot of hoops to jump through to get that to have that got the ground level regulations and stuff. With that.
Like I don't want to throw anybody's business out there, but if you're not pretty wealthy and you have a super medical emergency, forget it. You're done.
Oh, you're
if any of us had our
fuck.
boss, we'd do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So this is the breakdown that they say. It is, let's just say that they give a random thing.
Viagra.
No, it just says manufacturing, like the cost of the drug, $38.40. There's a 15% markup and then a $3 charge for pharmacy labor. So you're only getting 15% of the initial cost of whatever it makes, and then the pharmacy. I mean that's fantastic. And
That's
then
insane.
and then you get a $5 shipping charge. But it's still for some drugs it's hundreds of dollars cheaper.
Yeah.
And
these are life-saving medications that people have to have.
These are all prescription-based medications. These are nothing like over the counter. As long as you have a prescription, you can do this. And some of the more important ones are not here, but the library is continuing to expand, and they're going to be able to do this with a lot of stuff. So this is this could be life changing for so many people.
That is really good. I got a few to add to that. Not that any of those are going to beat those.
Yeah.
But
way to go, Mark.
Mark Cuban, man.
Yeah. I mean, it was a discussion on the Joe Rogan podcast about wealthy people having to do a lot of the heavy lifting in the charities and stuff, and a lot of charities do all the good that unfortunately government should be doing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of eye opening. Like, you also have to be very careful of the charities that you donate money to. Like,
oh yeah.
Mark Cuban went and did this on his own. Like, he could have just given billions of dollars and Bill Gates and all them and just said, forget it, that's it.
Well, that's what Elon Musk said. He goes, okay, how much is it going to cost to cure poverty?
Yeah.
You tell me, I'll give you the money.
Yes, and I think they figured it out, and
really?
I know, and he proved it, and I think he's going to do it.
That's awesome.
But it's going to be shares of Tesla, and then they can do.
Nice.
That's another thing that you don't think about. A lot of the elderly, like with the medications and stuff, like they have to choose sometimes between food and the poor guy that we do taxes for. Like he talks about it too. It's like sometimes like every decision he makes is based on like money and like what he can do and what he can't do, just based on because he doesn't have a pension. Okay, so some quick feel good end of the stories. This I thought was kind of cool. In Chicago, there's going to be a microgrid. So for energy, so that if in emergencies we don't run out of power. Cool.
Ooh, microgrid?
Yeah.
Nice, I love it.
Hey, baby.
Hey, yeah, considering that we live on that one block that seems to always lose power and nobody else does.
That's what
I'm loving it. Yeah, Pitt, I'm loving it.
You gotta pay your bills, Chris.
Well, I pay my bills.
I
got that secret stash full line money that if we ever need to get out of here, Pat, we're getting out of here. Just me, you, and Peter.
I like it.
Chose on his own.
Wow. India mass tree planting success. Forest covers ground by 500,000 acres in 2 years.
Nice.
That's good.
That's great because that's pulling a bunch of carbon out of the
Also in India, like it's a very hot climate, so that creates shade as well.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, that's great. I mean, like you need more of that, like natural habitat just for animals. Like
that too. Yeah. Bring back the tiger populations. Yeah. Lifting weights for just 3 seconds a day helps muscle grow, according to scientists.
Yeah, look at these guns, Pat. Look at them.
That's 12-ounce curls, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then finally, to end this fun podcast that is proudly presented to you by DLM Tax and Accounting. Check them out at dlmtax.com. If you need your tax, I mean, we're ripping and roaring here. So if you need your tax services,
you got 2 months, baby. Get them in.
Check us out on Podcast S&P for Twitter and Instagram, and you can always reach us at the Gmail at the S&P podcast at gmail.com.
Pat's still waiting for that first email, people.
Well, Lauren did email us for her.
No, we don't count that.
And I'd like to, thank the 2 new YouTube subscribers that we have here.
Yeah, YouTubes. We love you, YouTubes.
We're getting there, baby. To finally end this podcast, I talk about this all the time, and I think it's a huge benefit to my health. It's harder these days when you're really cutting, when you're just doing the carnivore diet, but Yale research says that the key to enhancing human health is calorie restriction, and they believe that is a huge factor. Meaning time-wise, like only certain amount of like the day that you can actually eat.
Sort of like intermittent fasting?
Yes, exactly. So I don't, I try to go from, my eating window is 6 to 8 every day. And that's the only time I try to eat.
6 a.m. or 6 p.m.?
6 p.m. to 8.
Yeah, there's no way this kid's doing it in the morning.
That's what I was curious. That's a pretty large window.
Saturdays are my cheat days. Saturdays I go all in. But I think that's a really good way. I think, but then also they talk about all the time how we're human health and eating is, I think, going to be the way that we learn. If you look at anybody in their, like our parents' age, like all they were eating was fast food, McDonald's, all that stuff. They look miserable. And then younger people now that don't eat all that shenanigans
we're very health conscious now.
Yes.
Or like health, or maybe like aesthetic conscious. Like we want to look good, which is then,
you
forcing
look
people
at,
to get in shape and stuff like that.
You look at pictures from teenagers in the 80s, high school they all look like they're in their 30s at that point. And you look at kids nowadays that are like eating like actual semi-decent food, they all look like they're aging at like probably a normal process. And that, Chris,
is the end of the business. Bye!